Hey everyone, Hannah here. So let's jump right in on our tutorial. I'm using some paper clips that I bought at the Dollar Tree, and they're not the small ones, they're a little bit bigger. And so that's going to help me be able to make, a little bit wider altered paper clip, which I like. That way we'll have room to design our altered paper clip. So what I do is I cut a strip of paper to the width of the inside of the paper clip where it's gonna, fit in there. And I figure out how long I want it. For this particular one, I think it's maybe about somewhere between 2.5, 3 inches long. After I have folded maybe about a quarter to a half inch behind the paper clip. And I'm just kind of picking out some things just to try to lay it out, and then I'll glue the back down and then start gluing everything together. So I thought I would kind of do a shabby chic style, so that's kind of what I'm going for here. And I wanted to use up some items that were in my scrap box or scrap stash. I usually keep a drawer or two, and I always try to use that, especially for projects like this. Now my glue, when it's coming out, it's a little bit brown, and that's because I had stuck a pin in it to keep it from drying out, but the pin rusted. So that's the reason why when it's squirting out, it's got some of that rust that's coming out. So I just need to change the pin. I had lost the top of the glue bottle, the little plastic piece, little squishy piece that goes down over it. And either I lost it or, I remember what happened. So I ordered these from Amazon, and for whatever reason, they were one short. So I actually ended up giving mine to a customer so that she would have a top for her bottle. So I just stuck a pin in mine. And that's what I've always done before, even though it will kind of do the rust thing. But I thought, well, it's okay. So here I want to add some layers. So I'm cutting up an old doily lace, and well, actually it was a doily lace, a lace doily that I bought at the Dollar Tree. You can get a couple of them. I think maybe they're about a 10 or 12 inch size, and it's like to place on a table. And so I would, sometimes I just go in and buy those, and then I just tea stain them or ink them down. So I cut a little piece of that, and I'm layering it down here. And then I'm adding a little piece of tulle as well. And I like to try to rough up the edges a little bit, and then I'm just going to glue that on top of this lace here. So this is the back of a chipboard piece. I either had a die cut, or this was when I had a Cricut machine, and I cut out little bird cages. I can't remember which one. And so and I would just use cereal boxes, because whenever I would buy the 50 point sheets of chipboard, it was too thick to run through the Cricut machines, even though they told me it's gonna do chipboard, but it didn't cut the chipboard like I wanted. So I ended up having to just use cereal boxes to cut it, which it works out fine. You don't even see it. And so now I'm just layering some bits of lace and flowers. And this was some trim with some little pearls that I had that someone gave to me. I've had it for quite a while, and so I just thought, well, that would add a really nice touch. Again, I'm trying to use mostly stuff from my stash. So I really like how that one turned out. That was a shorter one. I'm going to try my hand at a longer one. So this one is probably about 4.5. Well, no, actually, I think it might be about 6 inches or so. And so I thought I would just try and see how it turns out. So this is a window piece that I either cut it on my old Cricut machine, or either I ran it through my Big Shot, and absolutely love it. And I thought it would really look great on here. I still have a few pieces left, and I thought, well, this looks kind of shabby chic, so I thought I would go ahead and add it on. And I'm just figuring out some different pieces of lace to add to the rest of the altered paper clip. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the window and window sill with Tim Holtz Vintage Photo, which is probably my favorite color of ink. That way, just to kind of make it, most of the time I do it to kind of distress the edges or make it look older. This time I just wanted to give it some color so it wasn't so white. And I'm going to go ahead and just ink around the edges of the paper clip here. And I'm going to just start gluing down some of these elements that I've picked out. So I forgot to ink down the lace before I glued it on, so I want to kind of ink that a little bit, to kind of make it an off-white color. And I really want to add this piece, but it just doesn't seem to want to go. So if I don't figure out how to incorporate it in this project, I'm just going to save it for maybe the next one. And so this is some cute little trim. You can buy these by the sheets at Hobby Lobby, Joann's. And I had bought some of these, I think at Joann's a long time ago. And I had them in some different colors, and I would put them in kits. And so I wanted to go ahead and use that. I thought to take my window a step further, I would take some turquoise satin and go ahead and just kind of rub it all over the window. It really gives it a pretty look, just a kind of a pearl look. I really like it. So now I'm going to add some more of this pretty trim here. I thought it would look really pretty above the window sill there. I thought that would look really nice. And I want to incorporate some of this lace. This is some lace that I had bought from Blue Fern Studios a few years ago. And I had a little bit of it left. And so I thought, well, that might look pretty good, because I did not really know what to do with the bottom space of this. By putting that window on the top there, it really tripped me up. So I thought, well, I'll add some lace, and we'll just kind of see how that goes. And I think overall it does turn out really nice. It just kind of tripped me up there for a little bit. Didn't really know what to do. These altered paper clips is something that I've been wanting to make for quite some time. I made some March of last year that were included in the subscription boxes, the scrapbook and junk journal subscription boxes, and they were just so cute and they were so fun to make. I absolutely loved it. But that is the last time that I made some, so it's been well over a year. And I was just kind of looking, on Pinterest one day, and I saw, a beautiful altered paper clip, and it just reminded me that I wanted to make some of those, and I thought it would really be fun. I've been seeing some other tutorials out there on altered paper clips, altered hidden paper clips, and I thought it would really be fun to do that for our swap this month. So if you do want to join our swap, I'll put the, you can just reply to this video. I'll also give you the link to the Facebook event if you want to go on there and join there, and we will be assigning the partners on June 15th, and then you'll have a couple of weeks to send it out to your partner. And so I'm really excited. It just seems like so much fun, and I think we're really going to enjoy that. I try to do a swap every other month. It just gives us a chance to connect with each other and try out a fun new project. So I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions at all, feel free to let me know, and thank y'all so much for watching.